In OZmap, you can use a filter for a more dynamic view of your network. To use it, click on the icon in the top right-hand corner. Here, you will be able to filter the visualization of your elements on the map according to some characteristic they have in common. Each element will have specific characteristics that make it possible to use it. Here in this new window, you can select the elements that you want to apply to your filter. In the Choose a Filter field here, you'll see all the elements that can be applied to a filter and whether you want to apply it to all of them. In my case here, I'm going to select the cable and box options. So the filter will work together for these two elements. If I want this filter to apply only to the cable element, I can exclude the box from above. So here my cable, for example, will have the characteristics of cable type, implantation status, and tags. My box, on the other hand, will be box type, implantation status, and tags. If I want to filter my cable type by E, type 1 loose and 6 fibers, and also a implantation status that equals implanted. And also, if I want to view my boxes that are CEs, and which also have an implantation status of implanted, I can click on Apply below. And only my CEs boxes that are implanted will appear on my map, as well as my 1 loose and 6 fiber cables that are also implanted. As I've only added my elements as being box and cables, my pop and also my poles will remain in the visualization. If I don't want to see them, I can go here and deselect the options here. And my map will only show my 1 loose and 6 fiber cables that are implanted and my CEs that are implanted. I can also enter the tag I want to use in my filter, for example, my 15-meter reserve tag. I'll apply it. Then, only my 1 loose and 6 fiber cables that have this tag registered on them will appear. If I no longer want to use my filter, I can come here and select the clear option. Then all my elements will return to the map. Another example would be to view only your network, which is marked as not implanted. Then I can come here and choose a filter. In my case here, I'm going to put cable and box again. Now, I'm not going to filter by cable type. I'm just going to put the implantation status, is not implanted. And here in my boxes, I'm not going to filter by box type either, and I'm just going to put the implantation status as not implanted. I'm going to click on Apply here, and I'll be able to see only my network that is not implanted. You can still save your filter to use it in the future. To do this, you need to go to Filter Settings and enter a name for your filter. For example, Network Not Implanted, which is the one I'm using now. And you also need to enter a sharing option, i.e., whether your filter will appear to all users of the system or whether it will only appear to your user. In my case here, I'm going to leave it just for me. So I'll come here and click on Save, and it will already appear next to it. So, in the future, when I want to use this filter again, I can come here, click on those 2 little arrows, Use Filter. And these fields will be filled in automatically. The same thing will happen if you set this option as available in the system, only it will appear down here, under System Filters. This will show as many filters that you have created that are available in the system, as many filters that other users have created that are also available in the system. In the case of your clients, you can filter them by deployment status, network status, and tags. For example, here in deployment status, where I have some clients here as deployed and not deployed. If I come here and set the deployment status to not deployed and click on Apply, only these non-deployed customers will appear on my map. In the case of properties, you can only filter by tags. For condominiums, you can filter by implantation status and tags. For poles, you can filter by pole type. Here, I have registered these 3 types: aerial, common, and underground. I can filter by license status, whether it is licensed under analysis or unknown, and also by tags. The POP, on the other hand, can be filtered by implantation status and tags.